Hey lovely people, and welcome back to part 5 of this Witcher 3 playthrough. And that was our last save. Let's jump into it. I'm gonna show you the difficulty once we get into the game. I apologize for not posting recently, but I just haven't had time. I've been moving, so this is the only reason I haven't been posting. So for 3 days, 3 full days, I've been moving and also fixing all the furniture and setting everything up in the new apartment, so I apologize so much for that. But here you go, enemy upscaling and difficulty death march. Let's just jump right into this. So first we're gonna encounter a couple of wolves here. We need to be careful. Always care a little extra when you face wolves and dogs. They should not be a problem. Have a rule for yourself when it comes to wolves and dogs. If you get hit once, just backpedal a little bit and get Quen shield up so you don't get hit again with the shield off. Important. If you get cocky against wolves, dogs, they will get you when you and it will be frustrating. So I'm gonna try to get an explosion here with Igni and also incinerate them. Let's see if I can get lucky here. The barrel is here. So there we go. There we are, done. This will, I remember that this is gonna allow us to go to the herbalist now. The guy will mention it, the Nilfgaardian. So I completely forgot about this, but yeah, he will tell us to go and see the herbalist. So we can actually get in there now.
No locals allowed without the express.
And if you talk to her and help her, you'll get a ton of stuff from her. So
like trouble.
Dead wrong.
absolutely worth it.
I make trouble go away. I'm a witcher.
A witcher?
Damn Nilfgaardians.
Captain Peter Sugwin Levy is in the tower. Turn right, past the gate.
Guessing your captain's got work for me.
This is the army, Nordling. There is no guessing.
To the tower. Go.
Don't grab any chests here, they will attack you. You won't die, but they will take all your money. And we don't have money. But you can grab the herbs at least.
How much grain will your village give?
Whatever you say, Your Excellency.
Look at my hands. Look. See the calluses? These are not the hands of an excellency, but of a farmer. So we speak peasant to peasant. How much can you give?
40 bushels. There'd be more, sir, but our lads, the Temerians, that is, took from us earlier and...
You will give 30, and that will do. Let us settle on it, and I wish to see the transport soon.
Oh, thank you, sir. Thank you kindly.
I summoned only the Elderman and the smith, Willis. But it is said he is a dwarf. You are too tall to be him.
Very perceptive of you. Geralt of Rivia, witcher.
Vatgern. This explains why I did not hear your footsteps. What do you seek here?
Yennefer of Vengerberg. Where was she headed?
That is a military secret.
Haven't thrown me out yet. Haven't called the guards. So go ahead. What's your price?
There is a griffin in the area. Slay it. And then I shall see what I can do.
It's a deal. Some questions before I start. Know where the griffin has its lair?
It kept to the Vulpine Woods at first. I sent a patrol there, 5 young men. A hunter found them 2 days on. They only recognized them because they wore our plate. Since then, the griffin has grown bold. Attacks in villages, fields, on the main road.
Meaning it's abandoned its lair. Gonna have to set a trap.
I judge from your tone this will not be easy. What do you require?
Need more information about this griffin. Its sex, why it's abandoned its lair.
Shall I bring you witnesses?
They won't say anything I don't already know. I need to go where your men died. Look around. What's the name of the hunter who found them?
Mislav. He has a hut south of the village, very near the wood. Helpful fellow. A little strange, though.
I'll need bait. A specific herb. Buckthorn. Scent should lure the griffin from 10 miles off.
Buckthorn? I do not know this. But I am not yet fluent in the common tongue.
Probably mastered the basics, though. Hands up. Kill them.
No. First came idioms. Don't play with fire, for example. Go to Tomira, an herbalist. She lives near the crossroads. She will aid you.
She's really nice.
Tamira and Mislav. Thanks.
Es sunt jakten.
You know what? We can get the buff here at least.
I will give you such a lashing.
Heard of the Fryhead Brigade?
Barbarians.
Make way.
You make way. Alright, we'll go to her first. This is the only question mark I will leave in White Orchard. I will come back a little bit later. You know what, let's just run. It's so close anyways. Can grab some herbs on the way. So many herbs here. Definitely worth it. It's also really good when it's like concentrated in one spot. So it takes a shorter time to collect when you just go over all the herbs, and it's a wide variety of different herbs as well, which is nice.
Bad time.
Not at all. Hand me the beggar tickets, the red bloom. Well, well, one versed in herbs.
Probably saying too much, but I know a bit. For instance, that beggar tick's poisonous.
In large doses. Small ones soothe pain and bring forth pleasant dreams. Which is all I can hope to do for her.
Looking for buckthorn. Know if it grows anywhere around here?
Bottom of the river, where the channel's widest. But you do know that once out of the water...
It'll stink worse than a week-old carcass. Counting on it. I'm hunting the griffin. Need the buckthorn for bait.
I was thinking... A few years ago we had trouble, drowners under the bridge. The whole village had to pitch in for a witcher. Who now can afford the bounty on a griffin's head?
Captain Peter Sars, something.
Ah, good to know the Black One's looking out for our welfare.
Nilfgaard values one thing. Order. Griffin's disturbing that. It's gotta go.
Yes. First they'll tend to the monsters, then to the folk.
Not from here, are you? A lot of bitterness in you. Too much for someone who's spent her life in a hut in the middle of nowhere.
True. And you're in a hurry. Elsewise you'd not use bait, just wait for the griffin to attack again.
Believe we could have an interesting conversation.
Maybe next time. Yes?
Griffin do that to her?
Delina. Yes. Attacked her at night. She was walking in the woods.
At night? Through the woods? In wartime?
Meeting a boy. The young, you know, do foolish things for love. Wounds are healing, but she will die.
If you give her the swallow,
Skull. Nothing a bruise can do.
you'll get a reward from the herbalist.
Could try to help her with one of my potions. Swallow can heal internal hemorrhages.
But
Witcher's potions aren't for humans.
she'll die as it is.
Yes, a peaceful death soothed by your concoctions. If I give her Swallow and something goes wrong, the whole village will hear her screams.
I understand. Do as you will.
If you talk about this with her,
Claire,
about Claire,
Heard of her?
you'll also get a
Mild
reward.
way to put it. Claire was a friend. The only person dear to me in all of White Orchard. Until her husband, Volker, quarreled with the lord of the manor. He then gathered the family, moved out into the woods to start a new settlement. The lord and his retinue rode there to convince them to return. They were to be civil. No forcing, no bloodshed. But you saw. Word is Claire said something about the lord's son, Florian. Something that made the lord furious. But who knows the truth?
Lots of misfortune for such a small village.
'Tis so in every village. Even the smallest. You need only ask. But let's not end on a teary note. Here, a
Thank
bit
you.
of solace.
So, we'll brew. Swallow. You can do white honey as well.
Yes.
And you also get some experience.
Got a potion for Lena. Swallow.
First sign of spring. Symbol of rebirth.
You can see how
These
many
names go.
alchemy ingredients we get here.
Like I said, could harm her. Deeply. Works on me immediately. But I have a faster metabolism. Effects won't appear in her case for a few days.
I think you get a recipe as
Why'd
well.
you choose this in the end?
Decided it was better than doing nothing.
I like you, Witcher. Here. A small gift. For giving a damn.
Thank you. Should give a decent amount of XP. 280. That is like a Witcher contract. Quite high. Let's see here. We'll go for the buckthorn first. Yeah. So venom extract, cursed oil. Yeah, 100% worth it. Jump.
Hey
No,
there.
you don't want to do that? Okay. Use your Witcher sensors and then can spot the spot the plants much easier. Want to pick up as many as possible here. Can also look at the minimap. I mean, quite easy to see everything. There we go. Now we can go up. I think that Cyberpunk will also get something similar to Witcher, where you can use some sort of drug or enhancement product or whatever to enhance your capabilities. Just like Witcher has the decoction system, I think there's going to be a similar system in Cyberpunk. I'm ready to find out what's good and what's bad and how exactly it works. Then I'll make videos on that. Quite sad that Cyberpunk got delayed for such a long time, but rather that and have some Bethesda half-baked product that we have to beta test. It's a shame what happened to Bethesda over the years.
Must be out hunting. Trail's fresh. Mislav just left home.
Fallout 76. More like Trash Out 76. Or Garbage 76. There you go. Perfect name.
You, Mislav?
Hear that?
Wolves? No. Wild dogs.
Yes. More dangerous than wolves.
He's gonna say that they're more dangerous because they hunt for
Hunting
sport.
bigger game. The Nilfgaardians the Griffin killed. Where'd you find them?
Ah, I see. You a witcher. That monster slayer they's talking about in the village. I'll show you, sure. But, I gotta kill those mutts before they hurt someone. Will you help? That is, if you don't mind blunting your silver blades on them.
Sure. Griffin's not going anywhere.
And you'll get some XP for this as well,
Though,
which is nice.
careful now. Come on.
These dogs been a problem for a while now.
Since the war started, soldier on the march, he'll stop to rape a woman, strangle her, kill her man for a chuckle, even butcher a cow. But a dog, a kick in passing, no more. So he's too late. Attacked another one.
Respect these dogs, even if they're level 2. They're extremely dangerous. You can let him handle most of them as well. There's one left. Good shot. That guy wasn't that lucky.
Dieter.
You know him?
We served at the Lord's Manor together, where the Black Army's encamped now. He was a stable hand, I was the Lord's hunter. But that was before... well, a long time ago.
Before what?
Before they drove me from the village.
What did you do?
Nothing. I'm a freak. Sorry. I'd rather not talk about it.
Don't have to then. So, can you show me where you found the Nilfgaardians? Griffin, know anything about it?
Not much. It's not my kind of game.
You're his kind, though. Survival instincts alone ought to make you care.
I walk silent through the woods. No griffin can hear me nor spy me.
Ah, we should equip Swallow, by the way. Can put it here. Let's switch over the... Let's do this. Put the water here.
Was here. One lay there, by the stump, headless. The other hung from a branch, guts splayed, stretching down to... Watch out for yourself now.
I'll be fine. Not the first Griffin I've dealt with. Not likely to be the last either.
Hope you're right. Good hunting now.
Ground's black, saturated with blood. Nilfgaardians were celebrating. Griffin interrupted them. A camp. These prints are older and deeper, heavily armored. Guardians, probably.
Always pay attention to the minimap, then you know, do I have anything, you know, close to me? Any wolves, anything that could hurt? Nice to just be prepared.
What remains of it, at least.
That's the most important thing in Witcher. Be prepared for every single fight.
Of weeks old.
And
Still alive when
you
the
will
Griffin
probably
brought
get
him
through the
here.
game without
A long time dying.
or dying very few times.
Bones. Horse. Dog. Human. A few months' worth. Female. Larvae in her wounds have already hatched. Been dead at least a week. Other griffin must be a male. Deep cuts over the whole body. Not a drop of blood on the beak or claws. Didn't defend herself. Crept up on her while she slept. Beak tips worn. Gray hairs in the coat. 10, 12 years old. Griffins pair off for life when young. Male must be about the same age. Thick shaft, dense barbs. A royal griffin. Explains why the male I ran into was so aggressive. Hunted the Nilfgaardians down here in the forest first, then started prowling the area. Done all I could. Should talk to Vesemir.
Grab the... It's like a couple of orans in here.
A human could do this.
26 plus 6. Well, that's not bad. We already grabbed the place of power here, so we're gonna go for the question mark. There's gonna be a couple of humans over here.
Giddy up.
Magic. A place of power.
We'll flail your skin Curses. What's casting curses?
Let's end this.
Ah, damn.
I'll rip off your melon and shit down your neck!
Pretty vulgar, these guys. I could grab all loot also, but what could happen is when you do that, when you press A to loot, and it's only one item, then when you spam the Y to grab it, you punch instead. So I sometimes I use the Y to grab all loot, sometimes I don't, because I hate when you punch the air. It's just annoying.
Whoa.
Feels like it goes faster than to just press A to loot it quickly instead.
Go, go.
Good job, Roach. Nice jump. The only question mark that I leave in White Orchard is the question mark over here. This is a very risky question mark to do early on, because the drowners here, they will 1 or 2 hit you, and it's very easy for them to get the second attack off if they don't finish you off in the first attack. So I usually leave them till I'm a little higher level, and they don't take so much time to take down.
Clinics. Good lad, Master Witcher. Though he...
Yes, yes, this boy. Will he venture out to inspect his grain anytime soon?
What for? Harvest is a long way off yet.
Yes? What is it, Wolf?
Got good news and bad news. Good news first. Captain of a Nilfgaardian garrison knows where Yennefer went.
And the bad's that we have to kill the Griffin for him. What else could he want from two witchers? Go on. Tell me what you know.
Griffin's abandoned its lair. Gotta make a lure, set a trap.
And how's that going?
Got the buckthorn.
Ought to work like a charm. Powerful scent.
More like stench.
City boy. Rotting meat, manure, piss. Standard smells of the countryside. Remember Tretogor? Hunting that Zoogle in the trash heap? You spent half the next day bathing, scrubbing yourself.
How can I forget? You ever gonna stop bringing that up?
Probably reversed now.
Things. It's a male. Had its nest in the Volpine
City
woods.
smell like
the Nilfgaardians
trash.
burned the woods down, killed its mate, smashed their eggs. Thought they'd fixed things.
It's always the same. Instead of sending for a professional, they try to do it themselves, only end up making matters worse. Fine. If everything's ready, say the word and we'll get to work.
I'm ready. No point in waiting. Let's find a good spot to ambush it.
Picked one out already, other side of the stream. There's fields and a grove. Plenty of room and far enough so no one will get in our way.
Good. Meet you there.
Freak.
Thunderbolt is really nice. Can we even craft it? Is the question. Then did we get Thunderbolt? I'm confused. Ah, we got it. We got it as there we go. I thought we got the recipe. No, but we got the we got it instead. Pretty poggers, I have to say.
A stream, amber waves of grain. Charming place. Perfect for an ambush.
I know how to choose them. So, ready?
We are, Mr. Vesemir. Let's go.
Let's start. Wind's good.
Love
Maybe the scent
Vesemir.
will spread quickly.
Such a likable character.
Now all we have to do is wait. Come on. We can cower in the shade of those birches.
The Netflix Witcher was really good, so I hope they make Vesemir good there as well.
So tell me, once we find Yennefer, what'll you do? Got your eye on a contract?
No. I'll go to Kaer Morhen.
Little early to settle in for the winter.
Snows are a way off, yes. And that's what worries me. Nilfgaard's crossed the Pontar in the east. Puts them maybe a week's march from Kaer Morhen. If they reach the valley before snows can cover the passes, well, we need to cover our tracks, hide our paths. Speaking of winter and wintering, think you'll come this year?
Maybe. Might bring a guest.
So, there's plenty of ways to fight this griffin, but I'll show you the one that I like the most. It's very simple.
What a warm welcome.
Wait, wait, yes.
A crossbow.
Won it in a card game while you ran around.
Huh?
Might come in handy.
Playing cards, Vesemir, huh?
How about that? Always lectured us on the evils, but you're a gambler yourself.
Stop talking. Got a griffin to kill. Watch out!
You can use Ard to get the griffin to go down, but you can also use the crossbow.
It's about to dive!
Has a very, very wide swing. Gonna wait a tiny bit here. Getting hit more than I want to. Let's see here if I can. Let's use one art here.
Damn! It's fast!
He's gonna go away. Yeah. Now it worked. Like earlier, it didn't work for some reason. There's a little bit of damage, but he shouldn't kill you. I'm just gonna aim.
Don't let it get away!
I was pretty sloppy in that fight, but never in danger. He's not gonna one-shot you like a dog or a wolf, for example. I'm gonna wait for him. Sometimes the aiming does not work, so the auto-aim. Against the Griffin, I do recommend the roll sometimes, because you can get behind the Griffin instead. So... this attack I really hate. Pre-aim and then you'll get him like that. Perfect.
Not bad. Not bad. Though you could stand to improve some things.
For example?
Upward vertical strength is too obvious. But more on that later. Take the Griffin's head to the Black Ones. I'll ready our horses. Meet me at the inn.
Had some trouble. When you press the attack, in my case, RB is the crossbow attack. If you press it instantly, it auto aims, and you can target the the enemies. So it didn't do that. It did that for one attack, and then some attacks it just refused to. I'm gonna go to the mill here.
That's it, Roach.
I have to get used to the controls as well. I'm playing Horizon Zero Dawn at the same time. So the controls confuse me sometimes.
What the hell is this?
Right.
You take me for a blind man or a fool? This grain is rotten.
I didn't know.
So, a fool. Damn it, you'll never learn. Military Codex, Article 2, Section 3. For the delivery of defective goods, 15 lashes with a knout. Make it so.
15 lashes for
no,
that.
by the gods, no!
Damn. That's a lot.
What?
Fulfilled my end of the bargain. Your turn. Where'd Yennefer go?
To Vizima.
She was a day's ride from here the whole time? Under my nose? Might have said so.
Yes, I might have. But you would not have killed the griffin. Tit for tat. Halt! We are not done. It's yours, this gold. I would not want you to say you were inadequately compensated.
Poor guy. $150 gold, not bad. So what I'd like to do when I arrive in Velen is visit all the notice boards so that we can get everything started and get the lowest level quests first.
Got a few friends there, so... Something wrong?
Look around. Trouble brewing.
Time we were on our way.
I'll buy some provisions for the journey, then we'll go. Geralt, we should stay out of it, just this once.
What happened to the lilies?
Took him down.
Took them down to hang a golden sun there now.
I cannot show Temerian colours. They'll come and burn the tavern down.
Maybe it's true what they say. You fond of the Imperials? You Nilfgaard's whore?
I'll let that pass. I know grief eats at your heart.
You know shit. They hanged my sister, dragged her out the cloister like a dog. Said Nilfgaard's no place for superstition, that they don't fear the wrath of the gods. And you, do you fear it? If not for Annie, your child would have choked on its navel string. You owe your son to my sister attending to the birth, and you don't fear the gods' wrath. You don't fear it, you cunt! Leave me be!
Recognize this medallion? You know what it means. Back off.
You alright?
They say witches steal young'uns. That true? What the Emperor promise you, freaks? Your own land? Like he did the elves once?
Get out, all of you.
We ain't going nowhere. And neither are you.
They won't back down now.
I can see that. Shut up.
Damn. Don't mess with witchers.
It's all right. It's over.
Leave me be! Get away!
See his face! God save us!
Be gone, and don't ever come back.
So much for not getting involved. Come on, let's go.
That brawl, we didn't start it.
Excuses, excuses. You've not changed a bit.
Yen? How?
I received a report about a witcher who'd appeared in White Orchard. I knew it was you, looking for me. I might have waited until you found me, but... well, you know me. Patience has never been my strong suit. It's... good to see you, Geralt. I'd even embrace you. Were you not covered in blood?
Sorry. Wasn't
It's
expecting to see
Vesemir that
you.
has blood.
To be honest, this isn't at all how I imagined we'd meet.
How did you imagine it?
You didn't imagine you'd have a Nilfgaardian escort. Don't get me wrong, Yennefer. I'm glad to see you. But I do think you owe us an explanation.
And I shall provide it. In Vizima. Ready your horses.
We can talk here. Some charming orchards nearby. In bloom even, so you almost can't smell the corpses.
A tempting proposition. Sadly, I must say no. You see, someone awaits you in Vizima. Someone who doesn't like to be kept waiting. Emperor Emir var Emrys. Or, to those on more intimate terms with him, the white flame dancing on the graves of his foes.
Doubt I number among that group. Far as I remember, last time we saw each other, he wanted to kill me.
Well, now he wishes to make you an offer.
The kind one can't refuse.
I didn't, though I could have.
Fine. Guess I'm willing to hear him out.
The Emperor of Nilfgaard, Lord of Metina, Ebbing and Gamera, Sovereign of Nazaire and Vicovaro will feel honored, I'm sure.
What about you?
I'm going in the opposite direction. I somehow doubt the Emperor's invitation mentioned me. Besides, I've got things to do at Kaer Morhen, remember?
Yeah, I remember. Thanks for your help, Vesemir. See you soon.
How's your horse? Swift?
Can't complain. Why do you ask?
I'd like to be back behind some thick city walls as soon as possible.
Vesemir. Bloodstains everywhere.
You know, I had a dream about you recently.
Knowing you, it was probably filthy.
Just the beginning. But then...
But then?
Rise! 'Tis! 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 '
A wild hunt.
After the audience.
This bard's tale begins near White Orchard, with my dear friend Geralt of Rivia seeking his lover of yore, the sorceress Yennefer. She'd eluded him for years, but now seemed just a few steps ahead. After many trials and tribulations, Geralt finally learned that Yen was in nearby Vizima.
It must suffice.
Thinkamere cares if I'm clean.
The gentleman will refer to His Imperial Majesty by his full title or not at all. The gentleman will be seated on the bergère.
The what now?
In that chair. Cletwin, please shave the gentleman's sideburns to half an inch.
Fine. Then what? Gonna do my nails too?
If time permits. Sadly, the day is short, while the list of hygienic and cosmetic treatments that the gentleman should undergo is really rather long.
Tilt your head back, please, and sit still.
And prepare to answer some questions.
Ah. Movren Boris.
General, I am not certain this is the appropriate time.
I can't think of a better time. Men turn honest when they feel a blade at their throat. Movren Voris, commander of the Alba Division. Before they take you in to see the Emperor, Witcher, there's some information I need you to verify. It's a formality, but one that must be seen to.
Sure. Paperwork's gotta be in order.
So, Geralt of Rivia. Place of birth unknown. Parents unknown. Age unknown. All insignificant details. Let us proceed to more recent events. The siege of La Valette Castle. The fate of the defending commander, one Arian.
We fought on opposing sides, true. Then we landed in the same dungeon. Arian escaped, set fire to the castle on his way out.
So that is how the Blade started. Our reports suggested the dragon was responsible. Moving on. You then found shelter in charming Flotsam, and from there made your way to Vergen. My question is how?
I got out of Flotsam with Vernon Roach, commander of the Blue Stripes, and...
A murderer of non-humans. We know this gentleman well, Witcher. You forge interesting alliances.
Something tells me my most interesting is yet to come. Go on, next question, before my beard grows back in.
We shall shave you again if it does. Very well. The infamous summit at Loch Muin. You were there. And once again meddled in the affairs of the mighty.
Not the way I see it. I helped a friend rescue a child.
Anais was not just any child. She was a pawn in a game you did not understand. You and Roach did not rescue her at all. At most, you moved her from one edge of the board to the other, fanning the flames of conflict.
Nilfgaard recently started a war, unprovoked. So do us both a favor and stop moralizing.
The gentleman must sit still. I'm almost done.
I'm afraid I might find that difficult. Because, from what I know, shortly afterwards you watched a defective megascope blow your friend Sheila de Tanserville to bits.
I watched her get in the megascope, but ultimately freed her from the trap your man Letho of Gullet had set. Write that down. I want to be sure the paperwork's in order now.
Well, national interest calls on one to forge difficult alliances at times. Alliances with witches included.
So, if you want Letho to appear in the game, you choose that alliance is still alive. What happened to Letho?
That an ongoing alliance? What's Letho up to?
I had hoped you would answer that question.
Ah, so Letho's hiding from you. Must have a good reason. Was there a shift in national interest that might have caused that? I don't know where he is. Wouldn't tell you if I did anyway. Blade or no blade to my throat.
I believe that is all. Your signature, please, affirming you stated the whole truth and nothing but the truth on pain of imprisonment or death, etc., etc. Here and here.
He's a very likable character as well. More than Boris.
To leave the room. We shall be choosing the gentleman's attire. An important matter, but one that does not require the general's assistance.
Shame. I might have given you some advice. So long, Geralt. Good luck with your audience.
Feels more like I'm being readied for a wedding.
Were that so, I would have prepared the gentleman a
My
frock,
goodness,
a
almost an
tailcoat,
hour.
Or possibly a dinner jacket. In point of fact, the gentleman will choose from these garments.
Black, black, or black?
We do not like garish colors in Nilfgaard. The gentleman will tell me once he has chosen an outfit.
Well, consider this as an extra long episode because I didn't post for a couple of days. But let's save here and let's continue tomorrow. So we'll overwrite this one. And that's our new save. Well, thank you so much for watching. I'll be posting again soon, and I'll catch you in the next video. I'll see you guys next time. Goodbye.